Hello guys, welcome back to the Daily Forex. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys, some beginner tips on how to trade boom and crash indices successfully. So if you're a beginner and you're trading boom and crash indices and you don't have any idea of how boom and crash works, then I want you to stick to the end of this video so that you can understand everything that I'm going to say in this video. All right. So now, first and foremost, before I go into the chart, boom and crash indices are synthetic indices found on the Reef platform. Okay, you cannot find boom and crash on any other trading broker or any other trading platform. It's only on the Reef platform. Now, boom and crash seems like quick, easy money, but it's not what you think, right? When you're trading the boom and crash market, you tend to see that the market is buying on crash all the time. The market is always buying, while on the boom market, the market is always selling, right? And you might be tempted to go in for a sell or a buy on either on boom or either on crash, right? But you don't just do that. When I started trading, boom and crash indices, these are the mistakes I normally made. When I saw that the market is buying, I just immediately entered into the market for a buy. When I saw that the market is selling on boom, I immediately enter into the market, for a sell on boom. And it's a very big mistake because there's something we call a spike on boom and crash, right? And that spike, when it comes in, it will just, take away all, any profit you have made on the market, it will cut it off and also enter into your capital. And sometimes you might end up blowing up your account. So when you're trading, boom and crash indices, you need to be extremely careful, very careful and watchful on the market. So you don't place a trade and just leave your chart like that. No, you don't do that. When you're trading, this market, you make sure that you use, good indicators, very powerful indicators like, the MACD, the RSI, the relative strength index and the moving average. Okay, now you make sure that you use combination of these indicators. Don't just use one of them alone because it won't make sense, right? For example, now you put in the MACD into your chart without adding the relative strength index. You won't even know what you're doing because you'll be confused, right? So you add in the RSI, which is the relative strength index, then together with the MACD, right? And there are also some parameters that you need to set so that you'll be able to get perfect accuracy for the way you want to trade it. Okay, if you want to buy the market or you sell the market or you sell the market, you need to set these parameters for these indicators perfectly so that you'll be able to trade it very, very well. All right, so now I'm going to get into the boom and crash chart and show you guys a very good and easy strategy that you can use as a beginner, to scalp the market and make profit. Remember that this market is highly volatile. The market want to take away your profit. It always want to take away your money as well. The market want to take from you. So what you should watch out for, is that you, as the market is trying to take away your money, you too is going to try, take away the money from the market. Okay, that's how it works. The market take away your money and give it to another person in the market. So that's how it works. So make sure that you protect your capital at all costs and use good risk management technique. So in this video and in the chart that I'm going to get into, I'm going to share you guys, how you can manage your risk very well when you're trading boom and crash indices. All right, so let's get on with it. So as a beginner, when you're trading boom and crash indices, there are several steps you want to take on your, either your MT4 or your MT5 before you start to trade. Okay, these are the steps you need to do. You need to make sure that you set all the boom and crash pairs accordingly. You can start from either boom or crash, but as you can see right here at this point, you can see that it started from the smallest, from crash 300, 500, 600, 900 and 1000 down to boom. Okay, so I started from crash 300 from the lowest to boom 1000. All right, crash 300 to crash 1000, crash boom 300 to boom 1000. All right, so you need to place this by going clicking at this pencil icon right there, then you insert what you need. Okay, when you click on this search bar right here, you see boom and crash, you see crash indices, you see step index, you see volatility indices. Okay, then you add them into your trading MT5. Okay, then when you're done with that, you go over to your chart, right? So as you can see right now, this is the crash 500 index. Okay, now as a beginner who is trading this market and you don't understand anything, how do you trade it? You can see that this market right now, the crash 500 is constantly buying and buying. Right, just as you can see right here. Now what do you do? If you immediately place a buy at this very point, I can 100% guarantee you that you are going to be in a very big loss if you enter into the market for a buy. So these are the mistakes that I made when I started trading this boom and crash. Right, when we see that the market is buying, you'll be like, oh, this market is currently buying. Let me just enter into the market for a buy. Okay, this market is not like the forex market. Okay, it mimics the pattern of the forex market, but it's highly volatile because most traders that are trading this market are mostly trading it on the 1 minute time frame, right? That's how you can basically scalp the market quickly and take that small profit, right? So as you can see right here, enter into the market for a buy is a very big mistake, so you don't do that. What you should be looking on right here, okay, what you should be looking at this very point is for a sell entry. All right, you should be looking for a sell. But now, how do you get that perfect sell opportunity? First and foremost, let's go over to the higher time frame, like the 1 hour time frame. It's very important. Okay, you go over to the higher time frame, you zoom in a little bit. Now take a look on the higher time frame. This market is buying, right? And before you place any entry at all, you want to make sure that your account, all right, your capital is able to hold on to the market stability. Now, what do I mean by the market stability? Now we know that the market is always going towards the upward trend. It's always buying on crash, then to sell, to buy, it will sell. And when you say drops, is the spike that's coming, very long spike, right? Now make sure that you have enough account to hold on to the market stability. Now, but if you do not have enough capital to hold on, that is when you need to manage your risk as much as you can. All right, now you can limit your risk to like 10 candlesticks. That is if you are trading the spikes. All right, that's if you are trading the spike. Now if you are trading the candles, this is what you need to do. If you are trading the candles, now you understand that this market have bought for a very long period of time. Now this market should be selling. All right, this market should be selling because you can see it has been buying. Now we're looking for a sell. All right, now what you should do, okay, is now we're going to go over to the 1 minute time frame, back, go over to the indicator section. To select the indicator, you click on this F icon at this very point, the middle one. You select the F icon, then you click on main window. Then you want to look for the relative strength index. You go over to the relative strength index right here. You can see the period is currently 1. The levels is 90 and 10. Now this is basic what I use for levels: level 90, level 10. The style 4 pixel. You draw it this line right here, which you are seeing at this very point. You take it to the end 4. You click on this middle one right there. Then you click on done. All right, the style is going to be on 1. This first line right here, color white. Now what you should understand is that the style right here is the background of my screen. So whatever your background is, if your background is yellow, you change it to yellow. If your background is black, you change it to black. All right, then you click on done at that very point. Now as you can see right here, we have a level here on the RSI. There's a level of 90 and there's a level of 10. All right, as you can see, we have basically 2 levels at this very point. Now the RSI level 90 should indicate a sell for you, while the level 10 should be a buy. All right, now what do you do at this very point? You go over to relative strength index, you go over to the level 90. At this point, you enter into the description, you write sell. At the level 10, you write buy. You click on done. All right, now you can see that we have sell here and we have buy here. Okay, now the sell, when price gets to this point right here, you should be seeing a sell. Price gets to this point, you should be seeing a buy. But now there's nothing to tell you to buy or sell. This is when the MACD comes in. You go over to the MACD indicator window 1. All right, now you look for the MACD indicator at this very point. You can see fast EMA there's 12, slow EMA 26, MACD SMA 9. All right, apply to close. Style, the main is 3 pixel, signal 3 pixel, color red, color black for the main, signal color red on this first straight line. You click on done. Now take a look. I just told you that you should be looking for a sell, and immediately we saw a spike at this very point. Now take a look. The spike happened here when the MACD gets to the level of 90. So immediately the MACD gets to the level of 90 at this very point, you sell. Take a look at this point. You take a look. Look at the sell. MACD gets to this point, you take a sell at this very point. And if you trace it upwards to this very point here, let's trace it from this point right here when the MACD got to that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 candles. 6 candles from this point here until the spike came through. Okay, that was when the spike came in at this very point. All right, at this very point. Now this is your profit. This is your profit. From here to this point right here was the profits you made. From here upward was the loss. Okay, now you made a loss. Whenever you click on buy, the market is going to, whenever you click on sell, trying to get a spike, the market is going to be buying and you're going to be in a loss for a certain amount of time. But if the spike is long enough, it's going to cover up those losses and you are still going to end up in a profit. Now, as a beginner trader, you should put at the back of your mind that whenever you enter into the market, it's 50-50. Alright, 50-50. Either you come out with profits or you come out with a loss. Alright, but try to make sure that what you are doing, you understand it 100%. Alright, try to understand what you are doing, that you understand what you are doing 100%. That's how you're going to become profitable as a beginner trader. Alright, now you can see price get to this point, the market sold. Alright, now the market gets to here, it's sold. Now when market gets to this point, this is when you buy. And remember that you can, it's better, it's better when you're catching the spikes and you have enough capital to withstand, to hold on to the market stability. You have enough capital to hold on to the market stability for a very long, powerful spike. You're going to be in a profit. But if you're trading the candles, do not trade more than 5. Alright, if you're buying the market, if you're buying the market, that means you're trading the candles. Do not go more than 5. You're going to end up blowing up your account or end up in a loss. Now, this market might be buying. You might be saying, oh, why did I not hold on for a very long period of time so that I would be in a profit? Do not trade like that. You're going to lose. Do not be greedy. That's greedy. Do not be like that, okay? Now, at this point, you look for a buy. When MACD gets to this point here, a short buy, just 5, and you're out of the market. Short buy opportunity. That is what you are looking for. Short buy opportunity. At this point, you go in for 5 candlesticks and you are out. Scalp that market, you're out of it. Alright. Short buy opportunity. MACD gets to the level of 10, you take a buy. 5 candlesticks, you're out of the market. Just 5. All you need is 5. You can lower your risk. Take 3 or 4, and you're out of the market. Alright. Now, your lot size plays a very big role with the profit and loss you will make. If you are using big lot size, you are going to make big profits, but you are going to also make big loss. Small lot size, small losses, small profit. That's how it is. You might be making $10 per candlesticks. Another person might be making $100 per candlesticks. It matters on your capital and your lot size. So what you need is good risk management and understand what you are doing on the market. Alright, so I hope this helps. This is for Crash 500 Index. On the next video, I'm going to share with you guys for boom markets. Okay, alright guys, so I hope you understand everything that I've said in this video, and if you found value in this video, do it to like and subscribe. And also guys, join my Telegram community, the Daily Forex on Telegram. On my Telegram community, I show you guys free signals, tips and strategies on my Telegram community, the Daily Forex. The link is going to be on the description box below, and also on my bio on YouTube and on TikTok. Alright, the Daily Forex on Telegram. I show you guys free signals, tips and strategies on how to trade boom and crash indices successfully, and also the forex market as well. I also drop free signals on that. Alright, so I'll see you guys on the next video.